My love for twin-stick shooters started with Geometry Wars on Xbox 360. Oh, this is gonna be a piece of cake. Last stand! So when a new twin-stick shooter comes out, I pay attention. Well, there's a new one out today. It's called Overpowered 1, Mars Infestation. It's a game that sees players battling through subterranean war zones against an alien invasion. Well, I guess it's not so much of an invasion because the game takes place in 2050 and humanity is trying to colonize Mars. So humanity goes to Mars and wipes out the alien life forms that exist there so that we can take over their planet. Okay, so the storyline isn't super great, but the point of this game is not the storyline, it's the gameplay. So the game only has 6 levels. It has the first 4 levels, which are basically there to teach you the overall style of gameplay, teach you what the power-ups do, how the enemies move and behave, and their attack patterns. In those first 4 levels, you encounter different zones, different arenas, where you run over a play button icon and it walls you off and it makes the enemies start approaching you from all angles, and you have to survive for a set period of time before you can move on to the next area. Generally, it's 45 seconds per area, and if you manage to stay alive for the duration of the time limit, you get to move on to the next area and collect your rewards and bonuses and power-ups for the next area. And you just keep doing that over and over until you clear the entire stage. And that's how things are going to go for the first 4 levels, and then you have the 2 survival levels. The levels are called Survival Specialist and Survival Veteran, and these modes take place in just one big room where enemies can spawn from a number of different points all around the room and try to take you over and kill you. 1 life and you're gone. 1 and done. If you die once, it's over. And the goal for the survival rooms is to survive for 5 full minutes. And once the timer is up, Shockwave comes out and it kills all the remaining enemies on the screen, and the game is over. And there's a lot of things I want to say about this game. I'll start off with some of the good things about this game. First of all, the aesthetic. I think it looks really great. It's got a really great pixel art style. The enemies look great. They have a really great character design. The particle effects look great. The sound is good, and it really feels like you're underground and you're like isolated and on your own. I also like how the UI is kind of built into the stage, so if you look kind of in the background on the wall, you can see your hit points remaining, your score, and how much time you got left. It's all very cool how it's integrated into the scenery. The controls are nice and responsive. They don't feel floaty or anything like that. They feel spot on, and in my opinion, best enjoyed with a controller. And I did have a lot of fun trying to get the highest score possible on the Survival Veteran mode. That's like the hardest mode in the game, and I had the most fun with that one. And the game is only $5, so you really can't go wrong. If you're a fan of twin-stick shooters, $5 is all it's going to set you back, and you'll get a couple of hours of enjoyment out of it. Okay, so unfortunately that's all I have to say that's good about this game. I mean, it is only $5, so it's like I can't really complain too much, but it's like they're so close to making it great. For starters, 5 minutes is not really that long. I can play a Geometry Wars session for like 30 minutes or longer because it's just so crazy and the enemies keep coming at you, and the better you are at the game, the longer you can survive. So I was really hoping to see like an endless survival mode in this game, like just a mode that just keeps getting harder and harder and harder until it is impossible to stay alive. That's what I would love to see, and to get the score as high as possible. Because it's like 5 minutes, it's like that's not enough. It's not long enough. I need it to be longer. And if it can't be an endless survival mode, at least put it like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something with more substance. Throw like 10 times more enemies at you on screen. That would be great. Because whenever you max out your power-ups, you're like an unstoppable god and nothing can hurt you. And whenever you reach that level of power, the game is not challenging at all. It is not challenging at all. You obliterate everything in your path with ease. So to compensate for that ridiculous amount of power, I guess that's why they call it overpowered, but it'd be nice to see these swarms of enemies increase in density tenfold, like a ridiculous amount of enemies to where you can barely tell where you are. Because whenever I play the Survival Veteran mode, which is the best mode in the game, the hardest one, it only lasts for 5 minutes, and it's like right as it's getting good, it's over. So this game has like all the ingredients for greatness. It sounds good, it plays good, it's got good weapons, it's got cool enemies, it's got all the ingredients for a great twin-stick shooter, but it just doesn't take it, doesn't go all the way with it. And the game is really dark, and you kind of get used to it, but I would like to see some sort of light source, either like, I don't know, a circle of light around your character so you can see things around you, or like a directional light to where whenever you're looking in a direction, it aims like a a beam of light in that direction to illuminate what's in front of you and what you're aiming at, that would be cool. And it would add another layer of light, another layer of lighting, and it would make the appearance so much more dynamic, and I think that'd be great. It also lacks any kind of multiplayer. Having a 2-player co-op survival mode, endless, would be insanely awesome, and I would love to have that. So maybe in Overpowered 2 we'll see that. I don't know, hopefully. And another thing is the damn screen shaking. By default, there's a setting enabled called screen shake. And I would heavily recommend disabling this setting right away, because with the screen shake enabled, it's almost too distracting. Everything moves, everything shakes, even the menus are moving around and like shaking. And it's like, there's no point to that. It's just giving me a headache. And whenever you're in the game, every time that you kill an enemy, or every time that you pick up an item, or anytime anything happens, the screen shakes. And that's completely unnecessary. It would kind of make sense if your screen shook every time that there was a shockwave sent out that kills the enemies, or if you get hurt, then yeah, it would make sense. But like every single thing? Come on now. So if you disable that setting, you're going to have a much better time. At least I did. But with that being said, I did get a couple of hours of enjoyment out of this game. I did like it. I liked it. I like this game. It's a good game. It's definitely worth $4.99, and you can buy it on basically everything now, including Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and more. It's less than the cost of a movie ticket, and you're going to get more enjoyment out of this game than a movie. At least I would. I just wish it had more to it. It needs a survival mode. It needs an endless survival mode, or one that's much longer and much more challenging for us twin stick elites. So with everything I said, I would rate this game a 7 out of 10. Go check it out, especially if you're a twin stick shooter fan. And if you want some easy achievements on the Xbox, this is your game. $5 and you can increase your gamer score by 1,000 points. Not a bad deal. Anyways, thank you very much for watching up to this point. I really appreciate it. Please remember to check out Retro Gaiden, the best damn retro-themed Mastodon instance on the internet. Retro Gaiden doesn't harvest or sell your data, nor do we focus on political stuff at all. We don't have any ads or sponsored posts or anything. It's just retro game goodness. But I'll see you next time. Have a good one.